And welcome to another Great Cow Basic demonstration. So this demonstration is a re-recording of debugging with MPLAB XPress. So we're going to log on to a different IDE, the MPLAB XPress on the web, and we're going to take some source code from Great Cow Basic and walk it up there. Okay, I'm going to explain how to do that, etc. So let's just let's open up the software. Now this was last night, so here we go. Great. So I haven't been on this since, it's just reloading. So let's just close that project, and this is the actual ID. I have logged in, create an account, give respect to the client, to microchip, and log in. Okay, I am logged in, my name is here. Okay, so we're going to create a new project. That new project is going to be, I'm going to select the chip, and then I'm going to select the type of project, and then I'm going to inject the code. Okay, so select standalone project. The chip we're going to use is PIC ETNF27K40. Why? That's what I've been using the whole time. That's all. Next, project name PIC002 maybe, and call it what you like. Okay. Okay, so we've created a shell in MPLAB XPress. Okay, now down here, look, your tool chain is currently set to XC8. So we just need to change that. Okay, in the project properties. So in here, just close that down, and at the bottom, you'll find MPLAB. Okay, all right. And in here, look, it's automatically selected the simulator for you, but just make sure that's selected. There's two things you've got to check, right? Okay, apply that. Say okay. So that's good. Let's create some code. Okay. Chip ETNF, yep. 27K40. Yep. Option explicit. What we're going to do, we're going to do some port manipulation. So we need to send it to out, do a do loop, and then all we're going to do is change port 0 to not be. This is not not port 0. Right, we're going to generate a hex, but that will also generate me an ASM. I just want to make sure it compiles okay to make sure that we're good. We're good. And so if I just generate that ASM by pressing the old ASM button, I can press Shift F7, and here it is. Okay, here's the code. All right, now where do I start? The first thing you need to do is just take a copy of that by Edit, Select All, and then just pop it up to uppercase. You need to do this. Okay, this needs to go to uppercase. Why? Because the MPLAB XPress doesn't support, it's very case sensitive. Okay, now I have an open ticket, and I'll talk about open tickets with this software. Okay, I've just made it to uppercase. I take a copy of it, and then I'll save it. I'll do it a different way. I'll save it. I've saved it. Now generated it, changed it to uppercase, and then I'm just going to take a copy of the full path name into the clipboard. Over to MPLAB XPress, I'm going to import a file, and I can choose that file name by just inserting it here, and there we go, it's in there. So we've now got the source file inside of Great Cow Basic, from Great Cow Basic, sitting inside of this tool. So if I do run, build the project, so we've got a successful build. So we've taken the assembler from Great Cow Basic, inserted it into here, and we have a project. So what can we do? This code essentially sets up the chip, and we can actually debug it in here. We can walk the code, and the only bit that we're really interested in is this do loop here. Look, so I'll put a little break in it, double click it up. There we go. Well, I can't do it there because that's not an instruction here, Wally. I'll do it here. There we go. Tools, debug the project. It recompiles it for us. then launches into the debugger, and now it's sitting here. And I can walk the code by pressing F7, and it's now walking that code. And so let's have a look what we can do. Up in the windows, we can simulate I/O pins. Like we got SFRs. Let's have a look at the SFR called C0. Let's have a look at C. Where's port C? Oh, it's PIR lot. I can do a different way. Add a new watch. I'm going to select port C. Here it is, port C, and it's set to 1 at the moment. So if I now walk the code again, oh, it's just gone to 0, which is correct, so it's toggling that port. And if you look in here, you can see the bits, the actual bit slot, and you watch, we're actually toggling that port. Really quite simple. You can simulate inputs. You can simulate inputs in here. You can simulate a number, and you can watch program memory, registers, SFRs, etc, etc. Okay, so if you want to know what the configuration is, you can load it into here, and this is the configuration that Great Cow BASIC has set up for you. Okay, so you can come into here and figure it out very quickly what we've done. Okay, now it is pretty simple and very fast compared to MPLAB XPress, getting all that down on your computer, but this has some great uses. So you can see the code, you can walk the code, you can watch the bits, and you can have some fun with it. It's not as sophisticated as MPLAB X, the Java version on your PC, but it's quite good. So let me just talk about some of the limitations, just so that you can. So let's have a look at what I know. Okay, so I've already spoken about this case sensitivity. There's a couple of issues with that. Just change the case in GCB ASM will get you through most cases. All right, and I've reported this as a feature request to them. Okay, there is other issues with case sensitivity. Essentially, it needs to match the ink file. The ink file, which is our DAT file, essentially. If I may show you in here, look, this is directly lifted from the source file, the ink file. So if we have use of this one, for instance, internal this or any of these are camel case, so you have to match them, and that's life at the moment. Okay, so I've asked them to change the software. Okay, config words may not be recognised. Again, it's a case sensitivity issue. I can't resolve that at the moment. Right, complex code. All right, complex code just may not work. It works fine in MPLAB X. It works fine in MPAB X. It just doesn't compile, and I've reported that as a bug. And you may get lots of messages about a thing called bank sale, just warnings, lots of warning messages. So add error -302 to your source code, and I put that in as a feature request because not good. They just need to sort that out. But in highlight, if we look at what we've got this is quite good. You know, we've done it on here. It works quite well. It's a simple piece of code. You know, this is not an easy chip to program typically, but this is working. We can see it's walking the code, and for education and for trying to sort out what, you know, some of the stuff we're doing. It is a very useful tool to generate a hex file. So you want to generate a hex file, you just stop the compiler, run, and down here I've got a hex file that I can load into my PitKit Plus and program my chip. So, you know, I've generated ASM. I'm not using the Great Cow BASIC assembler and linker. I'm using the microchip one, which is fantastic. It's a very quick way of getting anything operational. So it's a great tool and a great asset. So with that, I think I'll call that a wrap.